Hello everyone and welcome to Da Kings TV, your home for everything entertainment. Before you do any other thing, subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button. Also, hit the notification bell that is behind the subscribe button, that is the red bell button you can see. That is going to notify you of our fresh updates. To continue to be a part of this community, please engage with our content by dropping a comment or two. Like and share everything you see from our end. We will be glad you do so. How my pastor almost ruined my life. Please, guys, tell him to leave me alone. Popular Nigerian actress Olayode Juliana has called out her former pastor, mentor, manager, and father Timi Adigun, a Nigerian purity preacher. Olayode Juliana took to her Instagram platform and shed tears while revealing the things that has been going on behind closed doors between herself and her now former spiritual father and his wife Timi Adigun. Recall that sometimes in 2020, Timi Adigun was in the news for sexually molesting some of the youth under his care. Timi Adigun is a purity pastor and he preaches sexual abstinence via his Mind magazine and his Mind teenage ministry. Olayode Juliana is also an advocate for sexual purity, and so they used to work together. She was at one point one of his mentees, and then the news broke that he was molesting somebody, and then the fallout between himself and Olayode Juliana happened because, according to him, he did something to the family of the Olayodes and he had to apologize to them, and they've forgiven him. Olayode Juliana then took to her Instagram platform now to reveal that all is still not well between herself and her mentor. She said that Timi Adigun actually has hacked her accounts and refused to give her passwords to everything that is hers. When Timi Adigun was managing Olayode Juliana, according to her, all the accounts she created, her book, the book she wrote, and everything, and the passwords actually are in the care of Timi Adigun. So at one point, she actually lost her Instagram platform. And while she was trying to recover it, the person that was helping her informed her that Timi Adigun actually is the one in care of it, and Timi Adigun has her passwords and is the one on publishing and using all of our social media platform, which is why she's been unable to use it. And so she came online to call out Pastor Timi Adigun, and she said, Timi Adigun, please, I need you to leave me alone. Olayode Juliana said that she was angry. She went to his church when she discovered that Timi Adigun was the person doing her, literally, and then she called him out. She went to his church. She spoke terrible things to him. Said she called his wife at first and said a lot of hurtful things to him and damaging things. And then Timi Adigun was like, you can't call me Timi, I'm your father. And she's like, hey, I beg, go make everybody know their papa and their children. You're not my father. I know my father. You need the number of children that you biologically have. So please, that relationship has cut the moment you try to do something terrible to me, and that just give me my password is all I'm asking from you. Olayode Juliana said she knows some people are going to call her and say, oh, sorry, but she's tired, because some people said that, well, Juliana should not speak up because Timi is a respectable person, especially in the teenage community, and that is one of the things that Juliana represents also. So she shouldn't try and ruin him, and she was trying to keep the peace and not make anything public. But this one that he has done, he has gone so far. She said, I don't know what Timi Adigun wants from me. I really don't know. There is so much I have to say, but I don't even have the words to express it. She says, I also know people are going to have different opinion about it right now, but I don't want anybody to say anything to me. Nobody should call me, nobody should text me, nobody should tell me how to go about my life, what to say or what not to say. She said, what to do or what not to do. Nobody should tell me that this what the Spirit is saying to them or tell me to think about the church and the body of Christ. I don't want to hear anything about it. I don't understand why I am having to pay or stress to get my stuff from a guy who is sitting in his mother's school doing nothing. I mean, that his mother's school is also a premises for his church. She says she just wants her passwords back. In her own words, I just want my passwords for goodness sake, and I want Timi Adigun to leave me alone. And that is the problem she was currently facing. She was in tears. She said that at one point her sisters even followed her to the church to help her speak concerning the situation. Now, Timileyin Adigun has responded to Olayode Juliana, and well, it's now a battle on Instagram with both of them going back and forth. Olayode Juliana, first off came to Terry in about 11 minutes the video, and she was crying and saying that, oh, I need you to leave me alone, I need you to free me. She said the things that she said to him, she told him he was mad, and Timi Adigun was angry and was like, how would you call me mad? How would you call me by my name? I'm not even your age mate, even if you don't want to respect my position, but I'm not your age mate. I made millions for you, I made millions through you, and a lot of things like that. She said she went crazy when the things started happening, and she was just beyond livid, and she had to actually later apologize to our own sisters who followed her to Timileyin Adigun's church, because she actually wanted to go to Timileyin Adigun's house, but she remembered that he lives in a gated and a well secured environment, and they wouldn't let anybody in if they don't have express permission from the person you want to go see. So she couldn't go to his house. She decided to go to his church after service, not in order to not cause a scene with his church member. She was actually quite thoughtful, but then she caused a scene after service in his church, and his mom was there, his wife was there, and she said a lot of hurtful things. Timileyin Adigun then came online to say, well, Olayode Juliana, well done, my dear daughter. He still called her daughter and said, well, everything you've said I understand, but how would you say I have your password? You are a grown woman. I don't have your password. Yes, you have a book that you've written, and you eulogized me, and you said a lot of beautiful things about me, and that was because of the relationship we had. Timileyin Adigun even threatened Olayode Juliana and says that he has a secret and he can actually release it at any point if he wants to, and therefore Olayode Juliana should be mindful. He mentioned Jennifer's diary, said that, well, when you were written off the set of Jennifer's diary, I actually did not care. I actually was there for you. I made millions for you, and I didn't collect any money from you as your manager, your spiritual father, because I counted it all as a sacrifice to the greater good and the community. But now that things have broken on between us and we no longer have that cordial relationship, there is no reason for you to still disrespect me. And that was what Timileyin Adigun had to say, and it actually just threatening her and saying that she should shut up her mouth, and she should not call him out in public, and she should watch the things she's saying to him, because she does not want to see him unleash all the things he has about her, among other things. And he said what pains him the most is the fact that he comes to the front of his mother to say ill and terrible things concerning him. Guys, that is currently what is happening between Timileyin Adigun of the Mind Teenage Ministry and Olayode Juliana, who actually you might know as Toyo Baby of Jennifer's Diary, a former manager, former pastor. Timileyin Adigun, who trended in 2020 for sexually harassing teenagers in his ministry after he tells them to be sexually pure, and now at loggerheads because, well, Olayode Juliana stopped attending his church after the situation happened because it's close to home. She's a sexual purity ambassador, among other things. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think concerning Timi Adigun, and when other situations start to unfold, I definitely will bring them to your viewing pleasure. Take care of yourself for now, and bye.